Math 3, Unit 9, Module 4, Part 2, Formative 1. So first things first, I know the formative numbers go a little out of order. We did Lesson 3, Lesson 4, and now we're doing Lesson 1. The reason that happened is that this Lesson 1 is actually the first lesson from the next chapter. So sorry about any confusions with the numbering of everything. Another really important thing to mention about this formative, the level of difficulty of the questions on this formative matches the level of difficulty of the questions on the summative that you're taking on Friday, May 15th. The problems that we are doing on the notes have quite a few problems that were a little bit harder. So just, again, be aware, these easier problems are the ones you're going to see on the summative. There will be 2 of them on the summative. So in these problems, all they do is they give you either sine of some angle, theta, equals a number, or cosine of theta, which is just some angle measurement, equals a number. So our job is to use the unit circle to figure out the radian measurement of the angle that has either a sine value or a cosine value of whatever is listed. And the big thing to remember is that all of the coordinates that are on the outside of the unit circle, all the xy coordinates, are cosine, comma, sine coordinates. And it goes in alphabetical order. X comes before Y in the alphabet, C comes before S in the alphabet. So that's your easy way to remember. So on number 1, since it's asking for sine is a Y value. So we're literally going to go down to the unit circle. We're going to check all the Y values, and we're just looking for root 2 over 2. And then we're looking at the radian measurements. So not 60 degrees, not 180 degrees, but things like pi over 3, 5 pi over 6, 2 pi. Those are the radian measurements that we're looking for. So we're going to slide down to the unit circle and look for y values of root 2 over 2. So sliding down to the unit circle, looking for y values of root 2 over 2. So there's one right there. So here's the radian measurement that goes with that line on the, or that angle. So that's your answer, or one of your answers, pi over 4. Keep looking around the unit circle because there should be another place where we have a y value of root 2 over 2. There it is right here. This is a y value of root 2 over 2. So the radian measurement of the angle that goes with that point on the unit circle is 3 pi over 4. So pi over 4 and 3 pi over 4. Those are your answers. That's it. So theta equals either pi over 4 or theta equals 3 pi over 4. That's all you do. It's that easy. Looking at number 2, since we're talking cosine this time, we want to look for x values that have 1. So sliding down to my unit circle, I'm looking for an x value of 1. So I'm seeing an x value of 1 right here. Now be careful. There are actually 2 radian measurements that match up with this spot. 0 radians and 2 pi radians. So we need both of those answers. Let me glance around the unit circle real quick and make sure there are no other x values of 1. I don't think there are going to be. Just glancing around. Nope, that's it. Because over here, this is -1. So that doesn't work. So I'm going to erase that. All right, so 0 and 2 pi. So 0 and 2 pi. So again, on this problem, we were solving for this little guy right here, theta. That's just a Greek letter. Just think of it as a variable. So it's a variable. It's like x. So x or theta is either 0 radians or 2 pi radians. That's when the cosine is equal to 1. For number 3, it says sine. So sine means we're looking at y values. So we want to know when we have y values of 0. So slide down to the unit circle. I'm looking for y values of 0. So here's one. So it's going to be 0 and 2 pi again. And then it should happen again right here. Right, there's one. So pi. And then I don't think it happens anywhere else for a y value of 0. So you can quickly glance around the unit circle and make sure, but those should be the only spots. So 0, pi, and 2 pi. So theta equals 0 or pi or 2 pi. Those are all the radian measurements where the sign is 0. And then on this last one, cosine means we're looking at x values. And then I want to find on the unit circle x values that are negative root 3 over 2. So slide down, I want an x value of negative root 3 over 2. So here's one right here, x value negative root 3 over 2. So the radian measurement of that point is 5 pi over 6. And then here it is again, x value of negative root 3 over 2. The radian measurement is 7 pi over 6. So 5 pi over 6 and 7 pi over 6. 5 pi over 6 or 7 pi over 6. All right, that's it. That's all you do. And again, this is the level of difficulty of the problem you will see on the summative, and there are 2 of them.